They say death is the end, but for some creatures, it's only the beginning of something far stranger. Imagine cutting off a snake's head, and it still tries to bite you, or a chicken living for months without a head. Today, we dive into the bizarre and terrifying world of animals that can still move after death. From the depths of the ocean to your own backyard, prepare to see life after death in a way you've never imagined. So, how is this even possible? It all comes down to the nervous system. When an animal dies, its brain stops. But the body doesn't immediately shut down. Electrical signals can still travel through the nerves for minutes, hours, and in rare cases, even days. Muscles can respond to touch, temperature, or chemicals, creating the illusion of life. Number 1. Snakes. Imagine you've just cut off the head of a deadly snake. You breathe a sigh of relief, thinking the danger is over. But then its head suddenly strikes again. This is not a horror movie. This is real life. Even after their heads are cut off, their fangs can still inject venom. Some snakes can still move, bite, and react minutes or even hours after losing their heads. How is this possible? Snakes have a unique nervous system. Unlike mammals, their muscles and nerves can keep firing signals even without the brain's direct control. When the head is cut off, the nerve cells still hold stored energy and continue sending messages to the muscles, causing movement, twitching, or even a deadly bite. Farmers and snake catchers have been bitten by dead snakes, and some didn't survive the venom. In 2018, in Texas, a man decapitated a rattlesnake in his garden. Minutes later, as he tried to pick it up, the severed head bit him, injecting enough venom to nearly kill him. Cases like this prove that a dead snake is not always harmless. Number 2. Octopus. An octopus has a mini brain in each of its 8 arms. This means even if you cut one off, it can still grab objects, react to touch, and even try to feed itself. It's like something out of a horror movie. But it's real. An octopus has 8 arms, and each one is a powerhouse of nerves. In fact, more than 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are located in its arms, not in its brain. This means each arm has its own mini-brain, capable of making decisions without central control. When an arm is severed, it can still sense touch, react to stimuli, and even try to grab food for minutes, sometimes hours, after separation. Octopuses sometimes lose arms as a defense mechanism. When attacked by predators like sharks, moray eels, or even other octopuses, they can attach an arm to distract the enemy. The wriggling arm draws the predator's attention, giving the octopus time to escape. It's a bit like a magician's trick, but with survival on the line. Here's the incredible part. Losing an arm isn't the end of the story. Octopuses can fully regenerate lost limbs in just a few months. The new arm grows with muscles, nerves, and suckers, almost identical to the original. This ability makes them one of the most resilient creatures in the ocean. So, why does a severed arm keep moving? It's all about the nervous system. The arm's neurons can generate reflex actions without orders from the brain. This is similar to how a chicken's body can move briefly after decapitation, but in the octopus's case, it's much more advanced. Scientists study this phenomenon to better understand nerve regeneration and maybe even apply it to human medicine in the future. Number 3. Lizard. One day, a predator grabs a lizard and suddenly, the tail falls off, wriggling wildly on the ground. The predator gets distracted, the lizard escapes, and the tail keeps moving, even without a body. How is that possible? Let's see fascinating world of lizards and their incredible survival trick, tail autotomy. Lizards have a built-in defense system called autotomy. Inside their tails are special fracture planes, weak points in the vertebrae, designed to break easily when under pressure. When a predator grabs them, powerful muscles contract and the tail snaps off. But here's the wild part. The tail doesn't just fall, it keeps thrashing for up to several minutes. This movement is caused by nerve signals stored in the tail itself. Even after it's separated from the brain, this survival strategy gives the lizard a second chance at life. While the predator focuses on the moving tail, the lizard runs to safety. But there's a cost. Regrowing the tail takes weeks to months, and the new tail is usually made of cartilage, not bone. It's often shorter, differently colored, and less functional. Still, for the lizard, it's a small price to pay for staying alive. Some lizards could drop their tails multiple times in their lives. The energy cost of regrowing a tail can weaken the lizard's immune system. Not all lizard species can do this. Geckos, skinks, and some iguanas are the champions of tail dropping. Scientists have studied tail autonomy to inspire new robotics designs, machines that can sacrifice parts to escape danger. Next animal is cockroaches. Imagine a creature so tough it can survive days, even weeks, without a head. How is it possible? The secret lies in their biology. They breathe through holes in their body, not through their mouth, and they don't rely on their brain to move unlike humans. Cockroaches don't breathe through their mouths or noses. Instead, they have tiny holes along their bodies, called spiracles, that deliver oxygen directly to their tissues. This means they don't need their head to breathe. And without a brain in the head controlling their heartbeat, their heart simply beats automatically. No signal required. After losing its head, a cockroach will seal the wound naturally to prevent bleeding out. It can still walk, react to touch, and move around using its body's nerve ganglia, many brains located in each body segment. It won't survive forever, though. Without a mouth, it can't drink or eat. Eventually, after a week or so, dehydration will kill it. This survival trick is one reason cockroaches have been around for over 300 million years. Even decapitation isn't an instant kill. To truly get rid of them, you have to target their entire body, not just the head. Scientists believe that in a nuclear disaster, cockroaches might still outlast most other creatures. They're not immortal, but they sure make us wonder. Next animal, chicken. In 1945, a farmer in Colorado cut off a chicken's head. But something strange happened. Mike didn't die. He stood up, tried to walk, and even attempted to peck for food without a head. The farmer realized that the axe had missed Mike's jugular vein, and most of his brainstem, the part that controls basic body functions, was still intact. Mike's owner decided to take care of him. Every day, he fed Mike using an eyedropper, giving him a mixture of milk, water, and ground-up corn directly into his esophagus. Surprisingly, Mike gained weight and became famous. Newspapers and radio stations called him the Miracle Chicken. He toured the United States, attracting huge crowds who paid to see the Headless Wonder. How could this be possible? A chicken's brain is not entirely in its head. Many basic functions like breathing, heartbeat, and reflexes are controlled by the brainstem, located in the neck. Since Mike's brainstem was intact, he could survive as long as he was fed and cared for. Mike lived for 18 months without a head. Sadly, in March 1947, while on tour, he began choking in the middle of the night. Without his feeding equipment nearby, his owners couldn't save him. And that was the end of the most famous headless chicken in history. Mike's story is still remembered today, reminding us how strange and resilient life can be. And in Fruita, Colorado, they even celebrate Mike the Headless Chicken Day every year. Thanks for watching. If you think she's cute, then subscribe.